Konjiki no Gash Bell Level 5 continues the battle from the previous chapter. After taking a direct hit, Gash is A-okay. This 6-year-old kid brushes off lethal attacks like it's nothing. The assailants are Hosokawa and his child partner, Reikam. Child partner, that sounds so wrong. And they're here to take Gash. Gash notices that the child looks like him, and Kiyomaro noticed that Hosokawa has the same book as him, albeit a different color. They continue to attack using their first spell. Kiyomaro has no time to retaliate, and Gash is too busy being impressed because again, he doesn't know that he himself can shoot lightning. Kiyomaro comes to the conclusion that whatever Reikam and Gash are, they're the same. He questions Hosokawa and asks where he found the kid. Turns out he found him randomly, just as Kiyomaro did. And he uses the metaphor of tasting some good soup to explain how his life's been better. Hosokawa can tell that Gash and Kiyomaro are newbies. This is clearly their first real battle. So, per usual shonen trope, Hosokawa starts to monologue about his tragic backstory instead of just defeating them. And yeah, all these weird kids eat fish like this, and I love it. They use these ugly Pac-Man heads and just get to chomping. The kid sticks to Hosokawa and follows him home. It's here we see an angry Hosokawa in a fit of rage over being fired from his job. The workforce and work ethic in general are really important in Japanese society, and when you lose your job, it's fairly difficult to bounce back. Little Reikam uses this situation to convince Hosokawa to read a spell from the book while in his fit of rage. Tired of people looking down on him, he shouts the spell just to shut the kid up. After shouting the spell, he tells the kid to get to stepping, but then he notices that this kid is not normal. As if he couldn't tell after seeing him devour a raw frozen fish, but whatever. And that was just the beginning. From that point on, Hosokawa starts to enact his revenge. He sends his boss to the hospital, robs a couple of jewelry stores to up his blingage, and probably rapes a few folks based on how you want to interpret his dialogue. And of course, Kiyomaro ain't having that. Heck, this trash nasty nigga even says that he doesn't do any of the work. He sits back and lets Reikam do all the heavy lifting. It's here that he explains that the spellbooks react to more emotions than just desire or anger. They react to greed, hate, rage, any strong desires you have. He claims that Reikam can't hold all of his greed in his heart, so he wants to add Gash to his crime team. He's nothing compared to Full Metal Alchemist greed, trust me. Now my boy Kiyomaro is fed up. He gets the fact that Hosokawa is, pardon my French, a hoe-ass nigga. He established that already. What Kiyomaro doesn't get is why Reikam, the kid who's supposed to be his partner in crime, is wearing rags and tattered clothes. And well, you'll probably be surprised by the answer. Turns out, Hosokawa is even more of a hoe-ass nigga than we thought. He sees his partner as a straight-up tool to get him what he wants, nothing more. And by his logic, what does a tool need with clothes and jewelry? Kiyomaro is aching to shut this weak nigga up. He angrily fires his Akeru spell. Hosokawa retaliates with his Gikoru spell. They collide in a burst of lightning and ice. There's no changing this guy's personality though. He's a dirtbag who's beyond help. Their only choice is to defeat him and save the kid. But this guy's good, and has more than just one spell. Kiyomaro is immobilized and begins to realize that this guy is experienced and has battled before. He and Gash don't have as much battle experience. Then, the harsh words are uttered. These things aren't human, they're monsters. Reikam seems unfazed, but these words resonate with Gash. Then he goes overboard and kicks his little nigga upside the head. Gash goes in for the attack. He's had enough of Hosokawa. But he's still just a kid and gets easily handled by Hosokawa. Suddenly, Hosokawa grabs the red book, intent on finishing off Kiyomaro with his own spell and taking Gash for himself. Kiyomaro isn't worried though. He knows that only the book owner can read the spells. To anyone else, the words are illegible. Back in the first chapter, he even let his mother attempt to read the spell. But then, Hosokawa recalls the spell. He's heard Kiyomaro call the spell out multiple times. It's only logical that he just recite the spell he heard him call out. And with that, it looks like checkmate. Zakeru! You thought? This is no laughing matter though. Hosokawa is pissed and chucks Gash on the ground like a defective tool. Boy oh boy, he should not have done that. My boy Kiyomaro is looking like a straight up killer. Hosokawa goes on with his bad guy dialogue about how the kids are nothing but tools and calls them monsters. And while I don't fully agree with him, he's not too far off, honestly. But Kiyomaro has heard enough. He's fully prepared to wipe the smile off this jerk's face. The climax of Gash and Kiyomaro's first battle approaches. Who will come out victorious? 8 out of 10. Rate, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more content. Like Smash Bros? Click here. And if you love to learn creepy facts, check out the channel They Will Kill You.